Hello my little worms, I'm Dei, and welcome back to Dei Completes Arknights, the series in which I try to actually make some progress in the Arknights story, one level at a time. And now I just got finished doing a 15-minute test stream in preparation for the New Year stream coming up, so my throat's a little dead, so I'm really hoping there's not too much reading in this one. Hopefully. Really hopefully. And the level we're going to be tackling today is 7-8, Fury of the SIlent-1. We found a strange Sarkaz Orignium altar in the hub layer. The altar seems to have a strange effect upon the surrounding environment, but we can also leverage it to mount a defense against the enemy. Interesting. Orignium altar periodically emits pulse waves to the surrounding tiles, damaging both allied and enemy units. Ooh, is that going to be massively concerning? Is it going to be perfectly fine? Only one way to find out. So now I think it's time we push the start button. Now I kind of want to actually change something in the squad. I'm going to change out Shining over to Mulberry to try and get some more trust. Because I just got Mulberry, and I kind of feel like she sounds potentially useful, so let's get some trust up. It just seems like the right thing to do right now, because like just people who can deal with like nervous impairment, I'm like, I need that. The amount of times that has screwed me over in levels, so I need that one. Anyway, 11:30 a.m. Phantom Crossbowman, leader. Oh my god, it's Tallulah. Phantom Crossbowman, I'm glad to see you've returned safely. You brought so many. Are they all our people from Lungman? There are so many infected who came back with us. I didn't think we'd miss you here. We can save a lot of lives making full use of Chernobog's resources. This core city will be our final weapon to reach Lungman. What? No, my leader. Why was Lungman so different from what we planned? So many of our comrades died back there for nothing. You dare speak to the leader like this? No, he's right. Many of our dear friends have suffered so much. The enemy left a lot of treacherous traps for us that disrupted our plans. It was a major setback. However, even if our pioneers face some obstacles, the reunion movement will avenge them. I shall see to it that your wounds, your sacrifices, are made whole again. Worry not. We will be with you always. I hope so, leader. The person you're carrying, Mephisto, is he? Faust sacrificed himself to save him, didn't he? That's right, leader. With no regard for his own life, Faust used his arts to cover our tracks and give us a chance to escape. Oh? Phantom Crossbowman, my people of reunion, Faust will live on forever in our hearts. Help him down. Mephisto will need to rest a while. I will have some men take you to camp. Another thing, leader. We lost contact with Crownslayer early on. We haven't heard anything from her. Don't know where she might have ended up. As for Yeti Squad and Frostnova, they're all truly unfathomably tragic news. Please, allow me some time to myself. Sure, you do you, Tal. Sarkaz. Do not let them near any of our reunion units in the city. How far do we go? All the way. See to it that they never set foot here. Interesting. Could they be hiding something? Or have they been digging around? Their team must know something I don't. Maybe. Maybe that battle was somewhat transformative. Those arts were already exceptional. And he was not talkative. He cloaked himself in his silence. I thought Faust would be the one to survive. But then, this isn't so strange either. No, it is not. Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? You're just question marks. What do you want? What do I want? Join you? Fight for myself? Fight? I don't know who's talking or who's talking to whom. Ah, for the exalted Ursus. It's now given the name Tallulah, so thank you. But which one of those would... I don't know. Here you were supposed to be the last one standing. Okay then. I don't know. Was that a flashback? I didn't really have much context there. Unsure. Looks like the core city is back up to speed. It didn't stop for long. No, didn't. On the upside, that should have been Reunion taking in a group of infected migrants from Lungmen. I hope. But we may have to change up our strategy. We can expect the city to make a few more stops along the way until the enemy commander decides to announce her plan. Then she'll stop taking in infected refugees. At that time, should Wei Yanwu decide to attack, the enemy will redeploy their defensive units. We may be exposed in the process and come under attack. I hope our agreement with Miss Fumizuki will buy us some time from Chief Wei. We're already very close to the center of the core city. There are a lot of passages above and below us that seem like they were part of the city's transit system. After the catastrophe is the word I was trying to say there, everything stopped working. Like my speech, which definitely stopped working. Although it can be argued that it never started working to begin with, because I'm incapable of speech like 90% of the time. That does mean it's impossible for the city to function and even move. Could this be the underground structure Dr. Kautsit was talking about? Maybe. Regardless, these passages make good cover for us. The number of enemy guards has nearly doubled in the storage area close to the central district. We haven't seen much resistance since entering the core city, but once we proceed to the central district, we should expect to run into a lot more Reunion forces. Oh no. The Recon and Spec Ops teams are already in position. So far, so good. Why do we only have 3 teams working together? The Recon and Spec Ops teams both have their own missions. Raiden, that's clearly not Raiden, but yes, Raiden from Metal Gear is leading the Recon team for this operation as one of Rhodes Island's communications specialists. Thanks to Raiden, the Recon team serves as the focal point for our comms in this operation. Even here in the core city, we'll be able to communicate with the other teams. That's because of their hard work. I didn't see them. The Recon team always works alone. I mean, they're a team though, so they're working together, but the team is working alone. Together but alone. Yes. Outcast, Raiden, and Scout, who heroically gave his life in the Chernobog rescue mission. Salute you! I will salute you! The elite operators leading the Recon teams are responsible for leading their squads alone, identifying and reporting threats, and attempting to resolve them without assistance. Raiden isn't as skilled in combat as the other 2 elite operators, but she is a unique talent at Rhodes Island when it comes to directly influencing the course of a battle. We've got 3 teams engaging in this assault operation. We don't need Raiden to trouble herself with combat. I mean, she was like Raidian or something like that, but apparently I'm just saying Raiden now. As for the Spec Ops team, their mission also avoids direct combat. Explain it to me, please. It's enough to know they're necessary. You'll know the details soon enough. Or I won't, or I'll forget it. I probably will forget it. Each team makes up a link in the chain of our strategy. That stable structure breeds a stable result. Conversely, a formidable opponent has a tangled and twisted root structure. They pull in nutrients from every level. Hacking off branches does them no harm. We have to set their roots alight before they even know we're here. I think I get it. Probably. I'm pretty sure you get it all. Doctor. Am I supposed to take offense to what she just said? I don't know. Wait a second. All right. That's probably more than a second, isn't it? Some distant, vague feelings are coming to me. Understood. An orderly, unchanging flow with no conflict. Ironclad. And them moving. Reunion's guard team. Let's avoid them and find another way. No time to lose. Amiya. Dr. Calcit? Careful. Can't you feel it? Attention operators. Protective gear on. It couldn't be. Rosmontis, are you feeling any... For some reason, brain, pronounce this word. Anomalies, there we go, anomalies. I was like, anomalies is the word. My brain was just completely blanking on the pronunciation of that word. I'm just staring at it, I'm like, wait, how do you say that word? No, I don't think so. This is beyond Rosmontis' arts. You can't rely entirely on emotions, Amiya. There is more to feel than feelings alone. But they're named feelings! Dr. Calza! They're named feelings! When you run your fingers through a head of hair, right? Uh-huh. Yeah? The first thing you feel is neither longing nor joy. It's something more based than that. And I think the thing I'm feeling is hair, if I'm being honest. This is hair. Base? All your bases are belong to us. You can go back up to the surface from the depths, Amir. Only you can. Then I'll try, Dr. Calcit. There's a sliver of energy and a strong scent in the air, like a corpse? A corpse? No, this isn't a real corpse. It's a fake corpse. Oh, not one of those fake corpses I always hear about. Could it be? No. Oh? Why? It's Sarkaz. Sarkaz arts. Thick with the smell of death. A ritual? It's an ancient ritual that runs itself after taking shape. Interesting. These are not modern arts. Definitely not a modern tactic. Are Sarkaz arts unique? Good question. They are. This is very unusual. The Sarkaz we know today can't perform arts like these. I understand what you mean, Dr. Calcit. This is an ancient Sarkaz ritual, not a product of the modern science of Originium. I don't know, is it Originium? I would say Originium, I think, but it's the I-N-I that makes my... Like, you got an I, then G, then I, then I, N, then I. It's like, there's 3 I's in that. It's like, it breaks my brain. So I'm probably just going to keep pronouncing it the way I have, which I think is like Originium, even though I don't think it's even accurate, but it's what I'm saying, so I'm going to stick with it. Arts, I don't know if I said the word arts, so arts. Our enemy here may be of the purest Sarkaz. These are techniques not known to any modern country, passed down only among ancient Sarkaz and Sargonian nomads. Oh no. The ritual relies on oropathy infection, and the caster's peculiar understanding of Orignium. The chaotic energy is seeping out of the Orignium core, spilling out and enveloping the entire block. I can't even imagine dragons. I can't even imagine how the potent tempest at the center of the ritual would affect a living being. It wouldn't know the difference between friend or foe. Any living thing would be slowly pulled apart by the waves of energy. It doesn't seem useful for modern combat. The cost far outweighs any potential gain. Cannibalism. The phrasing may seem alarmist, but that's how this ritual is called. It's not surprising that the device at the center of the ritual is called an altar, considering how horrifically destructive it is. That the uninitiated refer to this as witchcraft. Oh no, not the craft of witches! I don't think ordinary Sarkaz mercenaries know how to use these kind of arts. Yes, seems unlikely. You would have to have extensive arts knowledge and combat experience from Kazdel to be able to pull off this ritual, and you wouldn't actually need to be a caster. Ooh, but he's only a Kazdel Sarkaz, not one of the descendants of the ancient Sarkaz still wandering around the world. Dr. Calcit, is this second layer of protective equipment designed to protect against the Sarkaz arts? Not entirely. The amount of energy the ritual is producing exceeds the maximum tolerance of our equipment. Not great. That's not great. Not great. Sounds terrible. A little terrible. Are we going to die? Be honest with me. Are we going to die? No? Alright, we're good then. This ritual can only be completed successfully in a city lost to catastrophe. Interesting. Our gear will not negate the effects of the ritual. Its power derives from antiquity and cannot be separated from it. All we can do is mitigate its lethality and destroy it after clearing the area. A Sarkaz ritual is not only a challenge to modern technology, it's almost as if it's standing to once again challenge the other civilizations of this world, as the Sarkaz have plotted throughout history. It's a metaphor. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, but Sarkaz history is more than metaphorical. Interesting. The reunion element guarding Chernobog is not a typical group. I've said as much already. Reunion may very well rely on hubs in neural networks to operate as a single unit on a large scale, but for today's purely push strategy-driven environment, Reunion would be something of an anomaly. Imagine if soldiers who could not deal with the infected, with no training in how to fight Sarkaz, infiltrated the core city. They would suffer a crushing defeat. Right. Then, let me think. Dr. Dei, Dr. Calcit, the places where the enemy performed the Sarkaz rituals must be important locations, or critical transport hubs. They're much more familiar with the terrain than we are. They would have mapped out all the paths long before we could. They must have had defenses in place before we even started our operation. The only advantage we have is our intelligence. We know how they're deployed, and they know nothing about us. Other than that we're incredibly sexy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at me flare. Ow, I hit my arm. So we move quickly to wipe out the enemies guarding this area. The faster we do it, the safer we'll be. Don't let them alert the other guards. Don't even think about an ambush. We can't waste time here. Alright. Right. I will help with the assault. Okay. I think... Dr. Kalsit, look, I think if... Alright. If you don't need my assistance, Dr. Day, is there something I can help with? Please help Amir command the operation. Will do. You will evaluate the progress of the battle. Roger. Who's Roger? Did we hire a guy named Roger? Roger, where are you? Are you going to be in the next fight, Roger? Rosmontus, we're moving out. Is Rosmontus Roger? Is that a nickname for Rosmontus? We'll vacate the area after this battle and head to the core city surface. Rosmontus, at least it'll be sunny. Sunny! Yay, sun! Ugh, that red bastard. Look at them. The rest is up to you, Dr. Day. I know you won't let us down. I'm gonna let you down! Kalsit, we won't see that disappointment again. You never step into the same river twice. There won't be a second time. Even with the same person, the same thing, in a different time, will have a different outcome. This world will change. You believe it, don't you? Yes, it makes sense that you wouldn't. But I believe it. Dr. Day, a person like that, I know. If it wasn't this time right now, Dr. Day would be different. I've seen a lot, so very many. Even if everyone else won't, I can understand. Kalsit. Kalsit. If we had a little more time, you and I. You can prove you're not the Dr. Day that was stuck in the past. In this time. No matter how, Dr. Day, you have to. What? What? But what do you actually want me to do? Can you be more Kalsit, I know you didn't even say this directly to me, but what do you actually want me to do? Not be stuck in the past. Okay, so don't get stuck in the past. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Those structures are pulsing with a strange energy. What are they? They seem to be a byproduct of Sarkaz Orignium arts. Dr. Kalsit has reminded us of this before, but there's no telling what tricks Reunion has up their sleeves. This may be the enemy's secret weapon. Not a secret weapon! How are we possibly going to deal with a secret weapon? Though we've taken all the steps to keep ourselves protected, that thing will still cause harm to our operators, so make sure to keep your distance. Patriot's guerrillas also seem to have taken some protective measures, but there's no way to completely offset the harm of this weapon. Squads with no exposure to the Sarkaz's mysterious rituals may suffer heavy losses because of these strange structures. Interesting. Alright, we're going now? Alright, cool. So we have 2 locations to defend, which is not great. I think I want them up here, just because, like, we've got a lot more spots up the top that we can place. And it doesn't seem like anything's coming from the bottom yet. Yeah, we definitely want units on these 2. Definitely people who can protect a lot. I might put Mudrock down the bottom, just because we don't have a lot of slots to play with. And I like the safety of having, like, Mudrock down there. Do we want Mudrock there now? Yes, I think we're going to do that now. Now we can always put someone like Lapland behind, because her range will still extend out forward. So that is a potential good idea there. You guys are mostly good for now. I do want you, I guess here, I was going to put you one forward, but I want you there to get rid of this guy, because I don't want another one attacking them right now. Alright. We definitely need a healer down. Mudrock won't need it, of course, because she can't be healed by operators. But we definitely need a healer up the top. Do I want to place you? So you've got a very wide healing radius. That's definitely helpful, but like, I probably would still be smarter to use my like normal healer. We can heal all of them if we do that, but is it worth it? Probably not. It might be better to just put you here, I guess. But do we? Alright, I'm going to put you there, because I'm thinking that we put X here on this one, even though X is going to be taking constant damage. But at the very least, you don't have a lot of people to be healing right now. So you can continuously heal them, at least. Do we want that? So I feel like that's actually more useful than this. But it depends on what, like, because they're all coming from, like, the tops. They're mostly, I think, potentially avoiding that. If Blaze was one further forward, this would be a great position. I'm going to face you forward. I don't know if that's the smartest play here, but I'm going to face them forward just because I'm worried that won't be super helpful. But, I mean, you should be fine there. Shouldn't cause too much problems. Alright, so we've done 15 enemies. We should probably actually take these instead of just leaving them sitting up there not doing anything. Alright, you're being decently effective. Ooh, you are taking quite a lot though. Can I get you on there as well? Yes. Okay, so now we've got 2 healers making sure Exia stays up, because I want Exia to stay up. That seems very ideal. We have 1 unit slot left, but we don't need these 2 the whole time. So what do we want to do here? I think currently this might be good enough to just win as is. It probably doesn't need anything extra. It's just that my current concerns is that we've got these 2 casters, but neither one has great range. So the only place we can put them is like here, and they will die. So that is, like, if things go desperately wrong, we can put Dusk there. That's my thoughts, but it shouldn't be necessary for the most part. It's definitely going quite well on this side. Do we want to put you here? I'm thinking yes, just because like Mudrock's only a 900 attack, while Blaze is at a 1600, so Lapland will help to like equal that out a bit more. Yep, you're hitting them, good. It also means that now you're attacking to that spot, and this one's also attacking to about there, so the enemies will be hit about the same sort of time on both. Helpful, potentially. Alright, let's activate these 2. I will then get rid of them, because we don't need them. Hopefully we're fine for the 60 seconds they take in case I do need to redeploy them. But currently, if I need to panic put something down, I'm going with Serta. Serta is always my panic button. And pretty good panic button like at that. Never really had too many problems with a random panic Serta. Alright. Okay, there's quite a few enemies coming through. I don't think we'll have a problem though. Yeah, looks like we got rid of them all. Now it's just these 2, and then we'll be done. So that does there, and come on, 1 more hit. Thank you, Blaze. Mission accomplished. Well, that level went quite well. To be fair though, I think my operators are still a little over-leveled for this sort of levels currently. I'm assuming it'll get harder a little bit later on, but currently it's a little easy. Also wondering if I should cover these event levels here, like in a similar format, because like there's a currently like event going. I've not done the events. I definitely am probably not going to read through the story of the event if I don't do videos on it, so maybe I should do some specials on that while it's going. That could be fun. Anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and why not subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Ring that notification bell. It does something, and I still don't know what. And follow me on Twitter for updates and see my thumbnails in a larger size, as well as announcements of streams, whenever those happen. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. In the next level, which is 7-9? I think we did 7-8 just then. I'm very bad with numbers. Anyway, goodbye everybody, and roll the outro.
I gave that bastard what he deserved. A funeral. Fit for a king.